Psych, we're not doing the countdown. Let's do this!
Don't shout. There's no need.
You don't need.
Alright, well, for the last time, Junpei's about to wake up. Come on, bitch. Bitch. Yeah, still can't access flow here. See?
Oh,
Ah!
you didn't turn on the
Oh,
you didn't turn on the chat.
how do I not turn on the chat?
Because we closed it. Chat. Turn on the chat. The chat is on. Now the chat is on.
Okay, so how do we get the true ending?
Well, we have to go through the doors.
Okay, tell me which fucking doors, please.
Okay, so we already have those two unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go down that left path with the locked ones with the 7 door.
Do this as quickly as possible.
You guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
The underscore finish underscore program.
It's open.
Let's
I
do it.
repeat, Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
Named Larry.
Yeah, that was the whole joke.
Jumpy.
What the hell?
Come on. Come on.
Only 8. No time.
Come on.
Alright, so we have the
I would.
What?
bookmark.
I'd like.
Okay, we gotta give it to Clover.
Alright, so
We just... There's a short...
we're assuming that
This door's.
Yeah.
Hey, son, that iron.
It says off this thing.
Well,
Might as well.
So what are we doing?
alright, so we're assuming that we know about the
What's wrong?
Ice 9 thing.
let's just...
Okay.
Huh?
What the hell?
Why don't we?
Hey,
What?
Clover! Hey!
What?
Is...
Yep, the operating table.
This?
What the...
Yep.
You're right, man.
Come on, I've got places to be.
Shut it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey!
Alright, so we just have to ask 7 if he knows about Ice 9.
Okay.
I don't...
You.
Or maybe... Anyway.
Okay.
Sure thing.
There it is. Wait, let me get rid of the novel screen. Come on. Okay, so
The underscore finish underscore program. 7. What do you know about ISIS?
I'm a cop, so a lot. Okay, God, I need to solve this like ASAP. I'm panicking. That's not. Oh, God damn it! It's not helping matters. Nothing in it. Okay. Turns out I can just pull the trigger to do that.
Program. 7. If you are a cop, you have to tell me.
Well, he eventually does, so...
Okay, it's also locked.
No.
Underscore finish underscore program. Narc.
Mark.
Alright, and then... yeah, that model...
Ew, gross.
Yeah. Gross.
Grody.
Icky. The organ.
Think we can cut through the rubber part? For God's sake.
Organ
organ
key. Probably use the organ key on the door.
Which door?
the door that we can't go in without a key. Alright, this is like around the part where he should ask you about Ice 9, I think.
Do you remember the... Do you remember the code? You want to just look it up?
Right, okay. It's your operating room. Sure. Fake torso, medicine cabinet.
_Krogan. It is like 13,372.
The solution's 349.
349? Okay. Let me just... There we go. It's nice to let you skip the actual solving of it. Yes, I do remember chemistry class. I just don't remember chemistry. Alright, I think that's it. There it
You
is.
think we should go back?
Yeah, I think that's probably best. Hey, Seven, what's up?
Oh,
Alright,
well,
here's the important
Is that a medicine
question.
bottle?
I got curious about it. Here.
I'm trying not to, like, spam it.
Ethylene tart?
Yeah, that's right. CDT.
What kind of medicine is that?
It's not medicine. I think it's an industrial strength detergent.
Why would they have something like that here?
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. Still.
Fuck if
there's
I
something to clean
know.
my brain on.
You remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. But a year after the factory started up, something strange.
Not to be
happened.
confused with
Water molecules
DMT.
started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turned into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump them. But it didn't end there. After they'd been making crystals the
Crystals
same way.
all around the world
Same
started doing it at the
materials
same
and
time. I
same
can't...
Finish
environment.
_Krogan. Not to be confused with MDMT.
That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of. Yeah,
All of a
MDMT.
sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate.
Was that the pesticide?
In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a.
I think it's like... I thought it was like some sort of like psychotropic.
There's a pesticide that has a similar acronym to EDT. Can't think of it right now, but it's the reasons the bluebird was endangered for a while.
After it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like
The birds would eat the bugs that died of the the pesticide, then their
Like
eggs would be too
molecules
brittle
that
for them to sit
communicate
on.
with one another,
Oh, jeez.
transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomenon
The
spread
underscore
throughout
finish
the world.
underscore Krogan.
Right.
DMT is what? Reagan.
yeah, that's
Used.
But how did
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I think
I
that
heard
sounds
another
about right.
Kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What?
Yeah, June told me.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
I think we're good.
Okay, do you know
Sounds familiar.
about Ice 9?
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you?
Know about Ice 9?
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice. Ice.
Baby.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
Huh?
Dun dun dun
You know how
dun
the
dun dun
Titanic
dun.
sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia. It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident. It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered 306 bodies. The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of
Vid
the water
underscore
were
finish
frozen
underscore
solid.
Krogan. To be fair, bluebirds are a middle part of the food chain, which is not a problem if they disappear.
It's bad when anything goes extinct, dude.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah.
Dio.
a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled. It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood. No nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. The thing was airtight. The crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open when they saw it. Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like
Vid
she might wake
underscore
up any
finish
minute.
underscore Krogan.
She didn't.
Okay,
The
kinda.
rest of the bodies they found, she was
But if you
frozen
take
solid.
out the apex of the chain or the bottom, you fuck
Eventually,
the
the
whole
McKay Bennett
environment.
finished searching and returned to Halifax.
I mean, I agree.
The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw, and that was...
The girl in the coffin.
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually, but weeks passed and nothing happened. A month passed, and another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice, Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but...
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat?
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Underscore finish underscore Krogan.
And
It
just
would
what
only
is it
kill
you
off
know?
the bluebird in America, and what we gained by using DMT is far greater than what we could have lost with the bluebird.
He's got a point.
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
Alright. Tell me. What happened to Alice?
I'm just zoning out to this game right now.
The word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there.
I love how flat she looks. Because they clearly didn't draw her again. They took the image from the top-down view and then just sort of...
The splatted it there.
Yeah.
The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
No,
Lord
Gordain.
Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic sister ship?
Uh
That's
huh.
him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hit Alice somewhere on the Gigantic.
This is
Nobody
all
knows
part of the world's most elaborate suicide.
He died in 1931. And apparently
Wait, really?
he died without ever telling
Oh.
anyone where Alice was hidden.
No,
However,
However, what?
I just thought it would be funny.
well, he did have
Okay.
one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
Yes, that's something dying people spit out.
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey, what are you two doing over there? Stop wasting
Underscore
time and
finish
get
underscore
over here.
Krogan. Oops. DMT is the drug.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to make a joke about.
Lol.
Jeez.
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful.
I was gonna say, DMT is a drug. I'm
Alice.
pretty sure it's a psychotropic.
The mummy wasn't a normal mummy. She was frozen.
Even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
A bloogie
Was the
woogie.
Egyptian priestess, Alice? Did the water in her body become ice
The
nine?
underscore finish underscore Krogan.
Oh, that's nuts.
Guess I was thinking of management and DMT.
Management.
There's no way somebody like that would
MGMT.
exist.
Alright, back to solving the pizzly uzzle.
Organ key.
Oh,
Turn. We gotta turn to the right.
I'm trying not to. God. Okay. Can't hit down. Empty bottle. Yes. Give me that. Give me that. I'll just leave then. How about that?
Turn to the right.
No, I think you can unlock all of them before you go over there.
Alright. I
I'll
thought.
check before we do the purple one. Yep.
Okay, I thought we only had to do one at a time.
You'd think so, but no. I told you I had to solve these like a bunch.
Alright.
I think last time we made a joke about Junpei just going in and out and putting them back in their respective bottles and somehow pouring the red out of the purple. Nothing suspicious here.
And then the thing that's going to solve the puzzle.
Nothing suspicious here.
Yeah, that.
Ah, for God's sake, he's gonna make me waltz around the room.
This bed doesn't look very comfortable.
Lucy, that's her name, I think.
Lucy and John.
Combine! Where's Arthur when you need him? Alright, an operating table. I have no idea.
The thing at the bottom. There we go.
Some sort of lid, ain't got no handle. Ugh. Do I just have purple liquid? Okay.
You only have purple liquid.
Some sort of weight while we put the body parts on it. Okay. I forget how we get into the actual puzzle.
Alright, looking. Alright. Tapping her head or arm. Oh, okay.
There we go. So what are we swapping?
The... Switch all their parts except for the heart.
Except for the heart. Yay!
And that's how you do a double sex change. Wait.
You just put the head on a different body.
And I think that's a, what, Jupiter key?
Yep. Alright, let's waltz out of here.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh? Oh, God damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute.
Sure thing.
That's what I think every time I can't find
What's
someone
wrong?
immediately.
Come on, let's get out of here. What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's
What's wrong with you?
That one, right?
Yeah, give her the 4-leaf clover.
You sure?
Yeah, what do you want to do? Give her the 4-leaf clover.
Pocket somewhere.
The underscore finish
four-leaf
underscore
clover.
Krogan.
Hey, did you each
Jeez,
leaf mean
why
some
don't you
hope?
cry about
Finn,
it?
that's what a 4-leaf clover stands for.
Jeez, why don't you cry about it?
Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
You can make this story make as much sense for Junpei being 0 too.
Thank you. Thank you.
Now, come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Oh, I guess it
Oh,
was just a
what?
coincidence. I mean, that you knew about the 4-leaf clover.
Look, I'm...
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Oh, don't get... What is this
You promise you...
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Okay then, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Wait.
Yeah,
go.
it was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Fields that you can't see?
This is new.
Like, think about this. This
No, it
is
isn't.
John,
We talked about
right?
this.
But is he really John?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks?
Oh, yeah, okay, now I'm remembering locked socks.
Mm-hmm.
You don't?
No.
Really? Okay. What would you do?
Well, I guess I'd patch it up, get some cloth.
But what
There's
if
no
another?
wrong
I'd
answers
add
for
another
this.
patch.
As far as I know, yeah.
What if another hole opened after that? Well, until once can you read?
So...
Yeah. The ship. If you keep that, can you? And then the one. Hey,
What?
these is this.
Johnson.
If you replace everybody's body parts, are they still the same person?
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long? How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around. Oh,
Everybody
No.
disrobe now.
just
Fine.
It's not what you think.
playing. Didn't know.
All right.
You don't need to keep.
All right.
Hey man, what's
All
this?
right.
Can't you say?
Last
Not really.
door is door number 1.
I just want to wait for them to get past, like,
I'm.
this part.
Not after...
Yeah, I just was waiting for that.
Okay.
Because I feel like that's when it logs it. Okay, now where?
Door 1.
All the way at the bottom here?
I mean... I'm guessing? I mean, I don't know if it'll unlock or not.
Let's go. That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper. This is... Map of the ship's interior for ADEC.
Do you remember what happened in the room number 1,
What's
Neil?
wrong?
They found the dead guy in there?
I found a map for
An
this
old
floor.
dead guy with a 0 on his bracelet?
I see. Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to?
I really hope this...
Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh, this? This?
What the hell?
Come on, we gotta.
Huh? Clover, a stick.
Okay.
Hey, Clover!
Well, she didn't shove an axe in her
Is she ignoring
pockets.
He said he saw a
Crying
stick.
out loud.
I'm hoping this means we didn't fuck this up.
The big stairs, just like it says on the map. Ace. Oh,
Look, the 4 others are there too.
really?
Let's join them.
That's different, right?
Jumpy.
I think.
Clover,
What's up?
we found it.
Found what?
We found it.
What did you find?
The last door. We
No,
found
I remember
door.
this.
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay. Well, if that's the case.
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy, we finally made it.
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end. Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go. 7 of
We'll
us
be
are-
fine.
Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes. Hey!
Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is new.
Hey, what about door 2?
What about door 2?
Door 2 is the only one we haven't gone through it, I mean.
Yes, that is true.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean.
Fuck yeah!
So
Beep, beep,
what?
beep,
We
beep, beep.
found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? Huh? What's the point in going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like the best way to finish it quickly is to do the
_finish
border
_
pieces
Krogan.
first.
Sorry, just came back. What was that
You
you
know?
said about Uno?
Or
Door
what?
1 with the old
You
dead
think
guy
I'll
with the
sit
0 on
and
his
shoot at door
bracelet.
9, and then we argue over who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2,
_finish
maybe we'll
_
find
Krogan.
something.
Nothing.
Maybe we can find a way to get all of us out. Huh. I don't know what might be in there. We may not find anything. But don't you think it'd be better to at least have a look? I mean,
Yeah, you do have a point. The last time I checked the clock, it was 4:30. It's not like we've got a lot of time, but
you're right. Let's go take a look.
the elevator can take us down to door 2. Who shall
Door
go?
2 has the single hardest puzzle in the whole game.
Was it
Me.
the dude that was 2?
I'm going.
Then June
It was the
7
dude
and
that
I
was
need to go
0.
with her. Hey, why don't we
9,
get to-
0, and then Snake, the dude with the 0 on his bracelet, rather, because it's not 0, 0.
Yeah.
And Snake is the one with the 2.
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
Jumpy, I'm okay.
See?
Can we just... All right. I'll see.
Okay.
So this is a new group.
Lotus, would you be so kind?
Go with you. Well, I didn't think people still talked that way outside of the
Titties.
1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you?
That wasn't what I meant to...
You're a woman?
I was hoping you would come with me.
Seriously, though. I was kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
There's something I wanted to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important enough?
Well, it's not like that. Once I've shown Lotus, I'll show you.
Really?
Of course.
Fine.
Thanks, June.
It's a
Are you coming,
knife.
Lotus?
Fine. Doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see whatever it is you think is so important.
It's a knife.
Well then, show.
The _finish _ Krogan.
They're
Stabby,
so
stabby.
slow. What's keeping
Stabby, stabby!
Clover?
Please, God,
Where's
don't be
everybody?
the axe
Where
ending.
are Ace and...
Ace?
Oh.
Yeah, I think so. So where are June? Why aren't they with you?
You really want...
Yeah, this is the axe
Fuck.
ending.
Huh? Brace? Oh my god.
God damn it.
This 3.
Okay, I'll just hit share.
Maybe because of that?
Yeah, it might be because of that.
_finish _ Krogan. Axe.
We thought it's not the true ending, so... Alright, so what am I missing here? I guess I have to have a talk with Clover or something?
I guess.
I remember it was finicky. Looks like a music box.
Alright, we have the safe ending from previous playthrough on the same file.
Z-E-R. It's like he's making fun of us. What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's a
_
really
finish
zero?
_ Krogan. You all tried just killing
There's
one.
no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already?
Y'all just tried
Zero
killing
is
one?
of us.
Yeah. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a 0 on it. It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero. Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like
Is this
that.
new?
No, that's not the point. I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder. I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really... Don't you get it? If whoever killed this walking around with a 0 bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, I did it! Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything 0 is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was 0 and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us. Too bad, suckers. This isn't 0. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. All right, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that?
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover.
Yeah, this is actually new. I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember searching up
The
corpse.
_finish _ Krogan.
Yes, I'll do it.
The killer must have known I didn't understand that Larry was a pun.
You're never gonna let this go, are you, buddy? It's like your whole world just opened up.
Did you just realize this today?
Okay, yep, bracelets.
Finish
God.
_ Krogan.
This man.
No.
Oh, okay.
Isn't he?
I was a little concerned.
No, it's just if his
The
bracelet's off, that...
_finish _
It's
Krogan.
pretty obvious that.
Yeah,
A few
yeah.
years.
Okay,
Well,
that's fair, but
it's a lot better
still.
than the other bodies we've seen, though. I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but dying from a bomb going off inside of you, I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall.
Some
or
of
something.
Snake's bones went right through his skin.
But I remember that
Yep.
day like it was
Broken
today.
bone just sticking out of his left arm.
Yep, there we go. This unlocks it.
What did you just say?
Oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me.
Yeah, he did. It was pretty bad too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh? What are you...
Thank you so much,
The
Junpei.
_finish _ Krogan. Like 20% it was his left
Hey,
arm.
what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just...
Murder narrowly avoided.
Yay!
The bone
We
you
avoided the
showed me.
murder by
It
axe.
isn't his. It isn't my brother.
Huh?
It's not
Why on earth would you think that?
because his left arm is... I'm sorry. I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad.
Huh?
Junpei.
Huh?
We find out in another storyline that he has a prosthetic arm.
I
That's
think Neil was there for that one.
okay. Well, just in case somebody's watching this and didn't know.
If you can remember all of
Snake
those,
lost his arm and
then
his
you
sight in
could
the
go
same
on.
accident, and he has a prosthetic left arm.
That's...
The _finish _
I only made it
Krogan.
here because you were
Yeah, I was
suspicious
there.
of everything.
Alright.
But because I had this 4-leaf
The
clover, because
_finish
of what
_
you said
Krogan.
to me.
Yeah.
Sight.
He's blind.
Thank you so much,
Oh, if you really
Snake
want to
is.
thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa. Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh,
Um,
We're just gonna flash her around a few times.
Did Santa really tell you those things?
She's supposed to be pacing.
He did.
Yes.
Did I say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Finish underscore Krogan. That is just an
He named
unfortunate
himself
name.
that. It's a
Snake
nickname.
Eyes for
The
the
other
blind
people
guy.
who were in the experiment.
Snake
9 years
named
ago.
himself that because they use nicknames based off their numbers.
Yeah, they're using code names.
But he's blind.
The other people in this experiment, who were in this experiment 9 years ago with
The
my brother and
underscore
me.
Finish underscore Krogan.
And
I
I
don't
was
care.
part of the Nevada test group.
Heh.
So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Did you hear that?
Mm.
It's
So-
kind of important plot time.
Alright, so he's blind and is part of the Nevada test group. Neither one of us were able to be able to recognize
This
the
is
faces.
kind of important
Whoa,
plot
whoa,
shit.
Whoa, whoa, okay, time out.
Yes.
Let's just calm down for a second. Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3.
We're not
and
doing
4 and
any
so
of this
on.
starting in motion shit.
If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay,
Alright. What happened on this boat 9 years ago?
do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Oh god damn it, am I back in homeschool? You never left.
Alright, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy. Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada. And the
The
Look,
underscore
I'm
finish
sorry, but
underscore
I
Krogan.
don't get it.
No, it is all a dream that I escaped homeschool.
What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're solving a up against a really tough problem, the answer just kind of pops in your head? that's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary
It's like an
game is
emergency
supposed to
where
reduce
you
that
emerge
danger.
from your NC.
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl. She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but I did hear her name. Her name was...
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Ace.
You
Was
two
her
must
name
have strong
Alice?
stomachs.
Nope.
I can't imagine how you could stay in this room for so long.
Akane?
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to
The
come and help
underscore
me with
finish
something?
underscore Krogan. And if you have empathy, your telepathy is stronger.
I'm having a little trouble.
Yeah.
I could really
It's real
use
good
your
against
assistance.
them barbarian builds.
Come on. It'll only take a moment.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Wait.
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up.
Okay, so... Yeah, maybe...
Alright, let's... That's the next... Wait!
This
I love how he's talking dramatically to himself.
And there was one other key that was not unlocked,
It
though.
might be for the other road.
Oh, that was...
Maybe.
Hey, damn it. Clover!
Huh?
What the...
No.
What do you... What the...
What?
You've got...
Oh,
What the...
come on.
Hey!
I know you can get that... I'm pretty sure you can get that scene if you get the true ending, too, so I'm just... Don't know when to stop spamming here.
Just
I was borderline traumatized by this when I beat it on my own.
Look.
Really?
Let's...
What's up?
Wait,
By all the times I had to skip this.
Come on.
Oh,
Well,
Wait for.
we should...
At least it skips pretty quickly.
So, step 2 is there 4th or 4th?
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
What about door 2?
God. Okay, well,
Well, it tells us which path we're on, so...
Oh,
This seems.
yeah.
if this goes on much longer, we're gonna have to try a different walkthrough, because whatever the one you're using is clearly not working.
It's the one... Whatever.
Captain.
that's what it's.
Then.
Alright, I'm finding another walkthrough. True ending. Guide.
Damn. No. Wait, we didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive. No pulse. Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened. These wounds. There must have been this. These clothes. Captain, does that mean bracelet 0?
I told you there's one more key that it didn't unlock while
Yeah,
we were
and I
doing
thought
that
it was-
puzzle.
I thought it was for the other route, okay?
No.
What was it?
It was continue the puzzle! Do the puzzle. Go through the things.
I don't think that's it, but...
I'm looking through as much as I can. It says proceed through door 1 and finish the game.
I don't think that's what they mean.
Huh. Z? It's like he...
I think you have to go through all of the cutscenes in order to unlock the true ending.
Look, isn't that... No, I'm sure. I think if we're walking anyone just like they killed. Do you know?
Why?
Like I too bad. Where's the? It's the.
So, you mean I have to start over from here? Or I have to start over from further up the line?
No, you started at the right place, and then you decided to skip before you could finish the puzzle that unlocks the rest of the story.
Oh god, this.
You don't know that
no,
for
it's-
sure.
Yeah.
You're basing it off of a vague line.
There was
I'm basing it off of the frickin' map that shows the things, and then you skipped ahead, and then it went to that other path.
Just
yeah. Clover, what's wrong? Look, Huh? Hey.
I'm sorry.
Why?
The bug.
Huh?
It's
Why?
because I'm sorry. But he's June.
Huh?
No matter you, if you can.
Junpei!
I was lucky because of
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sam.
well, and the work? Huh? Yeah, did I?
Oh no. In fact,
You think?
Sam, the only
Sup?
the other, but and I so.
What? Let's just start. If you don't.
Okay.
Alright, what
Do you know?
Morphogen.
Alright. Theory.
Okay, morphogenetic fields.
So there.
Yeah.
So.
I was in the
No,
Nevada
no.
group.
What am I?
The ability, you, that, and what when you.
So you.
Yeah, it had and some.
Huh.
She was. I know. I did.
Oh.
Her.
Oh, my.
Ace.
You two. I can't. At any. I'm. Come on.
I don't.
Huh?
Junpei?
Alright.
Do you
Go to the
want, like,
communications room, get the screwdriver from the desk.
what communications room?
Alright, did you get the music box next to the bed?
Yes.
Get the piece of paper with the letters on it from the desk drawer. Video displays. Tap the keyboard in front of the video displays. It says 0. Go to the communications. Go into the communications room. Get the screwdriver from the desk. Find the ink with the cylinder. Use that
I
on
love
the
how
piece
if
of
you
paper.
just, like, if you speed run it, sometimes the character's just like, why the fuck am I doing this? What piece of paper?
Get the piece of paper from
There
the
it
desk
is.
drawer next to the locked drawer. Tap the communication equipment on the desk with the locked drawer. Then tap on the telegraph on the right side.
Okay, so... Okay.
Reset.
Yay!
AL all ice. Alice, does this mean?
This was the important
Is
part.
this
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course, I can't. What would make you think I could?
You can't even see faces, bud.
Whoa, the whole thing's like that. Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
Uranus.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library then.
So it would seem.
Bottom deck library. Oh, Seven said something like
See, this is the part that we needed to see.
Alice sleeps in a small chamber
No
past the
Uranus
forest of
is
knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic.
Could beneath the navel mean the bottom deck? And the forest of knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Is that so? What?
Well, don't...
The Egyptian priestess, an Ice Nine.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster, they called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice, and she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship...
Is where he hit
You
Alice.
think that he hid her in a...
Yeah. Well, I mean...
It's a theory.
Have
Not
you
a
ever heard of the
game
term
theory.
CAS?
Cass.
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply,
No.
it is a technique
No,
that
I
allows
thought I
one
got
to
out of
freeze
home
things
school.
without the formation of ice crystals. Normally,
I think this is the last homeschool thing.
water within its
Matt,
cells
you get out of
expands
here.
as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
Sex,
What do you mean, other
Junpei.
things?
I'm
Well, there
talking
are
about
obvious
sex.
medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel.
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that cast?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's
They
nuts.
carried her across the
Are you
desert,
really
but it
saying
never
she could have
reached
defrosted
96
and
degrees?
started walking
I think it's
without-
96 degrees Celsius.
You're quite right.
First one,
It does
then
sound
the other.
The
unbelievable.
_finish_Krogan. I am talking
she
about
had.
Twinkies.
Then we
You
would
see
have an
indefinitely
explanation
froze
for the man we
Twinkies.
found dead on the floor.
And that's how we survived the apocalypse.
Yes.
Frozen Twinkies.
Found him. Clearly. But if he was murdered, it couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, that
You have to
door
enter
that
one.
requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that
The
opened that door?
_finish
Santa and Lotus.
_Krogan.
Right.
A weapon in a
Clearly,
feed
the two of
Junpei.
them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key...
100th.
they met up with me and June.
100th message,
We returned to the
apparently.
large hospital room and found Ace. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those three to open door 1. But Jin and I took the elevator to door 2. No, still won't work.
We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy, and then run back.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well.
_finish_Krogan.
They would know the
Think of a
locations
potato
of
gun
all
shooting
the
frozen
hidden
Twinkies.
passages and secret
Why?
Trophies
These
and
sponge-filled cake
congratulations.
missiles.
You've received 100
The numbered
messages
door would
today
mean
with
nothing to
stream
someone.
chat.
It would be a simple thing for them.
Then you're saying...
Well, this is all only...
Well, your Twinkie gun was the 100th message, Neil. Good job.
Alice.
The number... Okay. A person like that would know the ship well. Someone who didn't know who was on here the whole time.
_Krogan.
Hidden passages.
Junti, you would be unstoppable.
Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge and the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of... I'll come back to...
Maybe the Zero is the guy that bought the mummy that wanted us to find her and do the thing.
I've lost my mummy. My only choice is to make an elaborate death game in order to find her. Mummies love that shit. What's the code?
351427
Okay.
24. I'm sorry.
30?
3514 27 24. We've already solved this puzzle once before. We're not doing it again.
Great. Why am I still here looking at it?
Because you gotta turn the knob.
Why didn't they just do that automatically?
Because this is a video game. I don't know.
_finish_Krogan. How are you
Alright,
supposed to
let's
solve
go.
it? The _finish_.
I have the game. I mean, you can get it on Steam, obviously, and I have it for
This is-
PlayStation Vita.
It's also on PS4, PS3. It was originally for the Nintendo DS.
It's got a lot of really fun puzzles in it. I highly suggest trying to solve it on your own.
Yeah.
Also, there's some sequels.
I see.
Yes. There's a whole series of
I don't
Notary
know.
games.
I don't know how good the
Well,
sequels
that
are.
was anticlimactic.
Well, there's a whole
Should keep
series
this
of
then.
them.
Hey, where's Clover?
Please,
Damn it.
God.
What the hell is she up to? Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you...
Nothing.
What do you mean? What the hell is that?
What?
You've got some...
Oh,
Clover, honey, please.
A note?
A note?
A note?
You promise?
yeah. I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
There we go.
Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover, what are you two doing? Hurry up!
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later. All right, come on, we gotta hurry.
Yay, we
And then she
unlocked
just
the other
drags the
thing.
axe behind her. Tra-la-la!
_Krogan. Not like a frozen Twinkie gun,
It
right?
doesn't particularly look like just...
Am I gonna be picking sponge cake shrapnel out of me?
For crying out loud.
Cream-filled sponge cake shrapnel.
No, the cream turns to daggers in my blood.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map. Ace. Oh, there we
See what I mean?
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Mm,
Really?
I love how we
kind
both
of a
just go,
fake out.
a note?
Let's join them. Jumpy,
What's up?
we found
Found what?
We found
What
it.
did you find?
the last
It.
Come on!
It's been found.
Oh, that...
It has been.
We found
going
it.
well.
Jumpy, we finally made it.
Yeah, it's finally time. We've reached the end. Something's bothering me.
Yeah. 90 minutes. Go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
It's only taken us... Wait, how long have we been
_finish_Krogan.
streaming?
Yeah.
That cream turns into an adamantium core.
It's been an hour.
Frozen.
I know it. After that,
Cream turns
down,
into
it took us. We opened it.
adamantium core after
Another
being
side.
frozen.
That's right.
So another... You came from that...
Yeah.
So,
Over here.
That's not how you spell adamantium, but that's
By the
alright.
way, you know that all 7 of us are going to door 9.
what?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, what's their digital route?
9.
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they wanted to.
Aw.
But they didn't.
Yes.
She's saying
because
have.
Santa wouldn't let them.
Aw.
He said, we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the
Finish
central
underscore
staircase.
program.
That's
I spotted
right.
it, but I have no clue.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you.
Oh, don't get
I
me
just
wrong.
kind of put
No,
it
I
up
mean
there
that
in
Seven
chat.
and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
Is that so?
We're here.
So,
It's adamant.
there's no other place for us to go.
Adamantium.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron. The other hallways on the left and right.
Also,
are blocked
fun
by-
fact.
There's nowhere else to go. This is the last place we can be.
Underscore
Oh.
finish underscore program. Hey, bird.
The 9 door. We're finally here.
Also, fun fact that one of the terms for diamond is adamant.
Behind? What? What? A door? There's another one? Hey, there's a and of course, why? What the hell?
Do you think perhaps one is the right?
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
What makes you say so?
Underscore
Well, think about
finish
all the rooms we've
underscore
been. They're
program.
full of puzzles. I'm pretty
Why?
Why is diamond called adamant, or why are there two doors?
I searched it very well. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
I'm just kind of like saying, yo, nope, these are both the right door. We can both leave through them if we can get out.
The
It is
underscore
hidden,
finish
seek away.
underscore program.
So if there are 2
Yes,
number
Diamond.
9, if we split
Oh, I
up-
think it was.
That's not gonna work.
There's
We gotta
probably
look-
some kind of story behind it. I just don't know what it is. I just know that diamond used to be called adamant before the word for diamond
You
came
get
up.
it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So,
If 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind. Right?
yeah. No way.
Come to think of it. What is this room? It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind? Is that an altar?
Ah.
No, it couldn't possibly.
Okay, I give up. Figured if we sat around here, I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure
The
it out yet?
underscore finish underscore program. So they don't know about Ace having the 9 in this timeline, right?
Yep, and they do not know he has face blindness either.
Fine, fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong. She just... screw it. Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though.
Oh, he's trying to
You split us up
sacrifice
into groups of
himself.
3, 3, and 1. You can make this combination.
Wait, this means.
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing? Are you saying?
Yeah, I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot? No, I am completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either. I don't like that
The
idea.
underscore
There's
finish
gotta-
underscore
I
program.
disagree as well.
How long does the
Can't say
door
I care
open?
much for you.
I think it's like
Well, there you go,
9
Seven.
seconds it
Proposal
stays
Clover's
open.
right. There's
It
gotta
would
be
be
a
enough
better
time
way
for
than
other
this.
people to go through, but if they didn't scan in, they're committing
Whoa,
suicide
hold on a minute.
anyway.
I haven't said
Yep.
anything yet.
Are you agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't
The
want to leave
underscore
Seven
finish
here alone.
underscore program. Ah,
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
What the hell are you?
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including 7. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. No, those are my orders. What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell? You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice. What? 3, 2, 1. See? I told you. Huh? Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. Should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it!
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations. I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red. Hey. Right. Fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets. Ha!
He really shot it? Why? Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the 4-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit?
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch. You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Santa.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
That's it. It's the only way.
Finish underscore Krogan.
Huh?
He gonna get head axed.
No way. Jump! If you stay here, you're going to be... And so will Clover and 7.
I know, but you don't need to worry about us. Right, 7?
Right. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but...
Don't worry about it. There's still something I have to take care of. No, you can't!
Underscore finish underscore
Lotus,
Krogan.
don't come over!
Hide in the brain.
Yep.
Don't worry about me, please!
Please. Go.
Oh,
All right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the whole what? The red doesn't all.
You just need a bracelet. I'm going boom, boom. And we've got a whole nother room to solve after this.
Yep.
Good job. Now, Lotus, as soon as the door opens, you get your ass. Try anything stupid. Good. Later.
Cheer.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do? What can we do?
The reunion we've all been waiting for.
Quiet!
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey!
You're right.
Let's open it.
But
What are those muscles for show?
you're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try. Damn it.
It won't even budge. Not another one?
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
I think so. Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out. And now.
I know that, but how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can do.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
And then we looked.
There's nothing.
Not making this...
Snake's just completely hyperventilating in there.
The underscore finish underscore Krogan.
What's
That
the
is how
passcode?
combination locks
What am I
work,
supposed
so
to do?
yes.
How can we figure it out? I need...
1 1 1 1 1 1
What?
1. Damn. 1 1 1 1 1 1 2. The truth had gone, the truth had gone, and the truth had gone.
He hasn't heard that in this one.
Huh.
He hasn't heard that in this timeline.
Ah, now the truth is asleep in darkness of the sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice? Huh? What?
What's up?
Huh? Oh, nothing.
Left, right,
The
left.
truth had gone, the truth had gone, and the truth had gone.
It's more making sure they aren't sneaking in something sneaky in the back.
Should already know
Underscore
everything.
Finish underscore Krogan. This shit gonna get meta.
Yep.
That's wrong. You should know that already. You should know everything. If you don't, then why do you bother looking at the bracelet? You already know that the darkness of the sinister hand is telling you to look at the bracelet on your left hand. That's why you looked at your bracelet, right?
Right, left, right, left, right, left. The one right above the one we just tried.
It was still important to get that error message.
1 4
Yep.
3 8 3 4 2 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what?
Oh my gosh.
1 4 1 4 3.
So, he telepathically learned from his alternate... From an alternate reality? Is that how we're gonna
way.
describe what the fuck just happened?
Why are you?
Little emo
is that you,
pajamas.
Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well? Oh.
Jeez.
You're back.
Aww.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
You're back. You're back. You're really here.
You'd think I'd never have gone to sleep in a coffin before.
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though. You did. I really thought you were dead.
Huh?
You jerk. Idiot. Idiot. Idiot.
Yay!
I see.
Happy.
I believe I understand things rather well now, thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you
This is
thought
not the
that
first
I was
time this
dead.
has happened.
Correct. Yeah. You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then.
So
I've
live
got
out my
a pretty
dreams some
decent
other
idea
day.
of what happened while I was indisposed. It's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. Anyway, this Mr. X. But you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes
He's
and
got
put
a
on Mr.
Mercury
X.
symbol on his belt.
Mm-hmm.
We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done
The
this.
Mercu-
I
the
only just
Mercurian
now woke up.
Society
I was
and
unconscious during all
some-
the events you just
Ah.
described to me. They
It's
must
probably
have
not
undressed
important.
me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were
Scandalous.
you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red,
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
it was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
Most magical night of my life. I mean,
What happened?
Oh my.
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the... I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was.
0.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did 0 make Mr. X? How would that benefit 0? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why
An
did I
alternate
forget all the
reality.
buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously.
Like it's
What the hell
through
is
the
it?
telepath or something.
Also, Snake and Clover have been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And
You can never escape homeschool.
someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago. and
I
a
think,
girl
yeah,
died
Santa
in it.
was part of that experiment.
Morphogenetic field theory. The two murders.
This is starting to make Santa look more like Zero.
One of us. One of us.
Gooble gobble, one of us, one of us.
Zero. He's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
It's the mummy.
At
I
any
don't know.
rate, We'll have plenty of
You don't
time
know
to
who it
decipher the
is?
details later.
I'm.
Now,
It's either Akane or Santa.
Yes, that means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it. Let's just get going. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
Huh?
Before we go in,
You want to...
yeah. But before, I want to make sure we can verify with the...
What do you mean? We don't.
Just do it. But if the door opens, don't go in yet, okay? Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay?
He's figuring out the other bracelet, I think. Bracelet, I think. Ugh.
Alright. That means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So,
Obvious. Now,
what?
Zero's bracelet?
why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the
A
left
note?
hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand.
Underscore finish underscore program.
Okay.
Why would Zero make a door easier?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean? There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
So whichever one we figure out is a
Let's try
6.
Snake. If this combination...
It didn't open.
So it's not.
How about... Let's try Snake. If this combination...
Okay, this is figuring out if it's a 4.
Well, I don't hear anybody saying which one I should.
How about...
Well, we know the answer is 6 from
Let's try
the
7.
previous
If this
thing.
combination...
There we
There
go.
it is.
There we go.
Hey, it opened. The door opened.
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Oh?
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it. I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Hexadecimal!
Does that mean there are 2 people
Well,
with 6s?
There is most
Oh,
likely
isn't a
only one
hexadecimal
person with a
digit, though.
6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is
9.
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Or maybe it's a
Because
G.
if
I
June
don't
was
know.
9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors.
I'll let you know what I'm... And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went, and I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 and wherever there's a 6, the numbers don't work. If the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3.
The number 8's been on each.
Santa's
The number
always in the room
3's gone
That's
through
what
each
you're
one,
saying,
too.
isn't it?
Santa is always right next to June.
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? The answer is easy, because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 in Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number, 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6.
This is around when I gave up trying to do math altogether in this story and just said, fuck you!
Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the Nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa
Did
planned this
underscore
whole
finish
thing?
underscore Krogan. So again, why does 0 help at all?
It also doesn't change
I'm
the...
not sure if he acted alone or
It
not.
doesn't change the outcome as long as he's always with June. That's the
But I
thing.
think it is safe to conclude that he is 0. If my hypothesis is correct.
Snake's hypothesis, June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case,
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's high time we went through that door.
It's right there. Oh, all right.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Looks dry.
Let's head down.
Maybe we're gonna find a library?
This is the Neptune.
Neptune, yeah.
Neptune.
I only have the Uranus key.
It's a different planet.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
Welcome to the bathroom.
The laboratory.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, if we want to get through that door out there, we need the Neptune key. I say we split up.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge. She began his search for reasons he didn't fully understand. Junpei felt those particular words float through his mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's just read me the I want to
Yep.
get this done. Just read
Yep,
the
go
thing.
check all the bookshelves until you find 3 pop-up
Then
books.
_finish _program. There is a Caesar chamber in the library.
There's a secret chamber, yes. Alright, so check all the bookshelves until you found 3 pop-up books.
If Snake doesn't know what it is, I don't think we'll ever know. Indian mathematics. That's funny. Why is it funny? It's racist as all shit, Clover. Why is that funny? Why? So this is all math. Okay, this is where we have to put the books we find. There really wasn't anything else on that walkthrough.
Says, until you've found 3 pop-up books, be sure to examine each book to make it open.
_finish _program. I would assume because math doesn't change with language.
This is true.
There's a combination. I don't have the... That walkthrough is real shitty. Okay. Got a book. Give me the book.
The _finish _program. Like I would chuckle at German math.
Das ist
That,
gut. Das
that
ist
could
gut.
be. That's a good point. It just... I don't know.
It says search all of the bookshelves until you find...
The _finish _program. It didn't sound God agreed. The _finish _program. Good.
Oh, okay. Oh man, I wonder what we gotta fucking spell.
Open here, find bulb.
Yay, we found bulb, everybody! We found bulb!
_finish _program. Penno.
Alright. Look for a bookshelf that has some holes, tap it to find another bulb.
These books all seem to be about history. God. How many pop-up books am I looking for?
3.
I can look up here too. Oh god.
Did she just make a Pretty Cure reference?
No, it would be a Sailor Moon reference. I'm gonna be stuck here in this fucking library forever. Just clicking on books.
That one?
Yeah.
Alright.
Tales of Old Japan. Oh, that's not good.
Just examine.
Baseball on this one. Head.
SC5K. Alright. Look for a bookshelf that has some holes in it. There'll be a bulb.
Okay. Why don't we put it into one of those lights? Need 3 light bulbs.
I'm looking.
No, I know. Wait. There's something suspicious about the shelf on the... Do you mean this again?
It's not that one.
692415. For God's sake. Four... 632415. You did it, Junpei! Yay! I don't feel like being praised like that. Whatever. At least the lock's open now. There we go.
Oh, you now have... That's the second bulb. Alright.
Now we need the third one, wherever it is.
S. Point S by examining top left quadrant. So, do you have a map? So, from point S.
The south, they mean?
Yes. So, go to the south.
Okay.
And then examine the top left quadrant.
Aha! Yep. That was a little bit confusing, but I don't know how better they would illustrate where to look in a walkthrough, you know?
Yeah.
Changing out the light bulbs like I'm some sort of goddamn janitor. Good job, buddy. There's something projecting on the bottom. Shield Rake 5. Sheldrake.
Sheldrake 5. Sheldrake 5. You need to examine the message in order to progress, not just read it. So be sure to tap the shadowy letters.
I'm glad they noted that. Because it's bullshit that we have to read it.
5? I think I saw the rest of this collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere around here.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake. Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean. Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake. He has a rather interesting theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
You alright?
Yeah, I'm just getting a drink.
Okay.
Really?
It's hard with the
From
straw.
Lotus, huh?
Ah.
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger.
Epiphany Dangerfield.
Told her not to tell anyone.
You did? Why?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
It's like the best
Tell
Junpei
you
line.
what.
Fuck
Give me
it.
that. About the experiment.
Ugh, very well, fine. I'll tell you everything. But not here. I suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, it did. And those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only... There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true.
Clammy.
I've decided to tell you the truth.
Where does happy as a clam even come from,
The chance
anyway?
that Santa is Zero is very
That's
high.
a very interesting
I feel
turn
I
of
can
phrase.
assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
This, and this.
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior.
The experiment took place in simulations. One was on the ship,
And
one
the
was in
girl
Nevada.
that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why.
Yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Hongo, Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagachika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning.
Mystery Guy X.
Kubota led the company's research and development.
9.
Musashido was
the captain.
Stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment.
God damn,
Let
Mace
me
looks
simplify
good though.
it for you. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki.
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale. To that end, they organized a top-secret team to us. All in all, they gathered 10 people. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonary Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT
My colon just
undergo a
reminded
sudden
me
change?
of Lutz from 30 Rock talking about blimpies.
Why did the rappers
Okay.
improve
I
their puzzle-solving
want
skills with each
blimpies.
Alrighty
Experiments
then.
produce the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't
A
bring yourself
game
to-
theory.
_Krogan. And when the sandwich slides out of you in a month, you will think of me.
Let's say
God.
someone killed another person because the devil told them to.
Oh god, she's unhinging her jaw!
Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is...
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
_finish_Krogan. She meant the pizza.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Mankind's thought process and actions are all part of a resonant event. All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow so far?
Not even slightly, but I'm scared to let on that I don't understand.
Now, if
so otherwise you're gonna sit me down and explain it to us as we both explode.
What would happen? If that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
It'd be chaos in the street.
Come on,
sick
there's no
handstands
way.
everywhere.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person.
This one, proposing. Suddenly his future girlfriend handstands, is unable to accept the ring. Obama is never born!
This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then?
Obama is never born?
A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as
Gore
the
would be
one
never
and the
born.
or the
A man
transmitter and the
freezes a
receiver.
Twinkie and uses a potato gun.
What would the
Sponge
world
cake
be
shrapnel
if there were
everywhere.
people with abilities like these?
The new Ghostbusters might be good!
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the
Pure
field and sent to
chaos.
the receiver. And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began.
The _finish
By the way,
_Krogan.
Junpei?
That is a goddamn lie. No universe could have that happen.
Have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
Yeah, that was an experiment in telepathy. Right? You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see.
Interesting. I'm impressed. Yes, that is exactly correct.
So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped.
Bum bum bum!
There were 9
They were
pairs of
forcefully
siblings
volunteered.
18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had one transmitter and one receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem, and it may seem obvious to the
Right.
danger to that equation allows for even easier field access. That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic. The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the nonary game as the ship sunk. By forcing the children into a life-or-death situation, Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group
some
Q,
girl
on the other
died.
hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A. If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders.
Oh.
Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely?
What?
No!
What?
No!
What does this have to do with anything?
Answer the
It was
question or
because
get
NASA
another
had
lecture.
access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule. All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic.
Yeah, but they used a radio.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man, but like, if you just click the seatbelt in, you die less. Just do it.
The children from Group Q had to use the power of Epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields. The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage. That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
Huh. Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold it. There's one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes, I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was...
Krogan. Santa?
Her name was... her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
Oh no!
Akane Kurashige.
Did you figure it out?
9 years ago? Then, who is June?
No. That's impossible.
Santa's Aoi.
Yep.
Akane isn't that uncommon of a name.
And Akane is...
You thought they were Mabel and Dipper, but they're actually Pietro and Wanda!
So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything.
Oh no.
Someone else. Of course.
But then, like, why does she know, like, all the same things that about being kids with Junpei, though? If she's dead.
Because she's Akane.
She never died?
Oh, no, it's nothing. Let's get back down there.
Her death was a farce.
Couldn't do it. What did I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Owen. Dad can... Push the button.
1920s technology!
Indeed.
What was that sound? Really big was moving from the top floor. Let's go!
Up the stairs.
Keyboard in front of the numbers, and there are 4 Roman numerals on the wall. It's gotta be a hint of some sort. 13, 14, 10, 13? Keyboard doesn't have any number keys. You can't type in stuff like 3 or 4. And that means... Do I have to add them? Just give me the...
It's dead. It's dead.
Okay. Oddly appropriate.
Spacebar.
Did it, Jumper? It's unlocked now! Password is dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever's waiting for us isn't too good. Jeez, you're such an old lady. We can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on, we got to unlock, didn't we?
Door on the right.
Meh, I feel bad. I didn't think it would take this long. Now, like, we're too far in to stop.
I'm sorry?
Oh, that's alright. I just feel bad.
Alright, this is the next.
Ugh, the door!
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see.
Why didn't I stick a screwdriver in it?
Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure.
But there is a card reader.
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and
The
leave.
underscore
Well,
finish underscore
yeah, that
program.
might work, but
4-letter word stare in anger.
Hey, are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh.
Oh god, this room.
No way.
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I'd rather doubt that, however. We haven't much time. Let's... Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right, then.
Ugh.
Alright, so a rightmost screen, I'm going to check the board to your right. Find a map of the world. It might seem unnecessary, but you're gonna need it.
Isn't this a nautical table? I feel like I've seen this before. Okay.
Alright, one screen left of the starting screen. Examine the keyboard poking out from behind the metal wall. From there, take a closer look at the screen to start the first puzzle.
Maybe if I touch it? Okay. What is this? All 15 cells are here with numbers and letters in them.
The goal is to finesse the visible values in the square and the rows and columns of either 10 or 21.
Okay, so what am I doing?
Puzzle is base 22, but the same principle applies. So tap the center box, then the top left, then the middle right.
Center box, top left, and then the middle right. Okay. Y'all did good, Junpei. Oh, thanks.
Be sure to grab the shield with a cross on it from the right side of the terminal.
Yep.
One more screen to the left. Examine the long blue monitor on the left side of the screen, then the wheel attached to the machine just below it.
Looks like there's a compass on here. Now I get it. What do you mean? I had to solve a puzzle like this in the wheelhouse. I think I'll just do the same thing here. Okay.
So, south is the first thing to go. Then west. Then southeast. Then northeast. Then east. Then north.
I'm playing this like surgery over here.
Then east.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Clover just congratulated you like a dog after you brought her brother back from the dead and are saving her from certain doom.
Alright, now you got the shield. On the same screen, examine the terminal against the back wall. It looks like where you got the shield with cross emblem. Starts the third puzzle, Morse code, just like the one you saw. The answer is ice, which is dit, da, dit.
Okay, so...
Dit, da, dit, da, dit. Alright, remember to get the shield.
If you think about it, us using a walkthrough is just totally in canon for this game, so it's fine.
We're using morphogenic fields. That's how we're solving the puzzles. The morphogenic field just happens to be IGN.com. Alright, get the shield. There we go. Alright. Still on the same screen, check out the large metal box in the back left corner. You'll open up a metal door, find a coffin.
Oh!
3 shields in hand, you'll be able to open the coffin and examine the inside.
Okay. It says all ice.
It's not a vampire, it's a mummy. It's just a box.
Deep breath.
What's in the box? Nothing! Absolutely nothing!
What do you mean nobody? We're expecting somebody to be in there? It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Just like someone said, there was nobody in there. There was something in there, though. 2 somethings. Aha!
Neptune key in the 4th shield.
Okay, great.
With all 4 shields, you'll finally be able to activate the final puzzle. On the same screen that you found the last 3 shields on, examine the set of monitors on the right-hand side. They're facing away from you. So all you see is metal boxes.
Okay.
There you go. 4 shields. Put them in.
Uh-oh. It was steering wheel cross something something. Now we got something on the monitors at least. What the? Looks like some kind of puzzle. Wonder if those are the rules. Touch a numbered area. The area will be selected and it will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to be moved to that area. You cannot move red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you've... Okay. What am I doing here?
The goal is to use all of the available numbers to form 2 digital roots. In this case, 3, 6, and 9 with 9 unavailable. 3 and 6 with 9 unavailable. To do this, place the 2, 3, and 8 and 1 balls under the 6.
3, 8, and 1.
And then 3, 5, 6, 7 under 3.
The...
2, 3, 8, and 1 balls under the 6. And then the 3, 5, 6, and 7 under the 3. Okay, I'm finding another walkthrough. Alright, so 3, 4, and 5 under the 6. And 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 under the 3.
I think I just guessed with this one because it was such bullshit. Here.
Alright. Alright. So, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 7, 8.
Yeah, I think I just remember guessing at this one, so I eventually got it because...
Alright, I'm checking another walkthrough. Yeah, I don't know how you did that, but okay.
I brute forced it!
Alright, cross emblem. Goals numbers 1 and 7, with both 1 and the 9 unavailable. Solve it. It says place 2, 3, and 6 and 8 under the 1. And then 7, 4, and 5 under 7.
Which one did he say was next?
The next one's code emblem. Goal numbers are 7. Same basic strategy. Put 7, 4, and 5 in one group, and 2, 6, and 8 in the other.
They're calling that the waffle pattern.
This one is actually pretty tricky. Target numbers are 8 and 9, but you only have 5 balls available. Considering this operates on the same rules as numbered doors. Keep in mind, it's a goal to use all of the balls, not to hit both targets. Put the available balls under the 8 to solve the final puzzle. You did it! Congratulations. Open the drawer under the keyboard.
I sort of feel bad I'm skipping past all this dialogue, but I really want to end this.
What the hell is this?
Damn,
It's the man with the
Hongo.
mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered, and he had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And this second man? He's the
Oh man, I recognize all these people.
Oh man.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? Not only Ace, and they look... Why? How in the world are these 4 men?
Oh, it's a
You
mystery.
say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look...
Ah, so the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's...
Yeah.
Is there anyone else?
No, there's... He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back?
Yes.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and... Then the 4 men in this picture were... That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap. But... I feel like I should be more shocked. It's almost as if that's just... Why? Ace was the one in charge of... Why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago.
Ace is... Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. Even if I had known, however, Zero
I would
made
have
it
told
quite
you.
clear.
Gosh.
Huh?
Zero would explode me.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago. You were in Building Q in Nevada.
Oh, so she's the alpha.
But Hongo was in the joint place.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right?
I'm sorry. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei.
Sure.
Hongo.
Hey, Seven.
And then he's going to have an epiphany.
I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo Kubo Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Zenbu.
I remember
Everything!
My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version.
Short version.
Everyone can just always give me the short version.
No promises.
It does do a really good job of explaining itself, though. And like I said, you need it.
It's a
Yeah.
little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right. That's why I followed my gut then. It was 9 years ago. The war had been cold as fuck.
Uh-huh.
I was investigating a mess of kidnapping. It all had one thing in common. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnapping.
No.
After sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Oh.
So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship I was talking about. There was a bunch of movement there. Men in black suits, many of them.
I was wearing my stealth orange jacket.
There was something no doubt about it.
Yeah, okay.
Came out of high. Don't move. I felt metal. Drop the gun. I could kill you. Just tie an anchor to your fabrics. I kept it. There was nothing I could do. But suddenly,
He had a literal gun to his head.
a drug. That was my last thought. My face had cooled.
He got drugged, and then he ended up in the ship.
I woke up. Damn it! I did a quick wear it. A small.
We've seen this before.
With no problem. I had seen it. I'm gonna face him. I was still.
He's locked in a cell, and after a while, he hears some kids screaming.
Not through my. I gave.
He finds a vent under his bed.
I sat there for that. The voice, but I was pretty. Oh, no. Where? I pressed my. No. Left. Home.
Yep, come on.
And the bed had dropped, but I knew. Hold on. But then.
Tonight,
Whoa. I did.
Yep.
I stuck my. And then.
We're gonna show the toilet with this.
I fought
The
sweat.
toilet explode.
First, why? I went from my bidding.
I crawled for a long time.
Massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. Then.
It was like a heavy metal door just slammed shut, then there was a voice.
Oh.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young sounding voices. A bunch of. Damn it.
Okay, kids.
Scrambled
Kids in
for the
danger.
giant ladder. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. Now, what the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top. There had to be about 9 walls, all this, and the ceiling was
Yep.
just like it. I looked down. There they were. The kids I'd been searching for. They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent. For the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this.
Yeah.
I snorted at my own digging myself. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there.
He was like making a little joke about it, but I just skipped over.
Except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others. Private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me. He says, I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like he relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there.
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids.
You only have 15 minutes.
Feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got... Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened. I'm not
Is
the
that
best.
cat Sosie?
I don't know, maybe.
Don't worry, all right? I'll be back. I promise.
They could afford to pay her just enough for one line.
It wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, didn't take me. Still no way out of it, but when I got it, I dove back in. Then.
He got something from his
Sorry to
room.
keep you waiting. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a room. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the number...
He was in the middle of explaining.
Finally, the characters need to explain everything catches up with them.
5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit and the voice bounced around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
Right. Grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation.
It was
The
my
man's
own.
name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the dark behind me.
Yeah! No!
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly
7 does not have a way with words. He is not a languager.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. We had to go back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. When he nodded, took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. The plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
That's bad.
That meant better.
Go
Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. Up, feet pounding. The stairway kept. Past a couple
The
of
stairway of my
ladders,
explanation kept going.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
Wearing the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. And so did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here.
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey, kid, wait! I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail. I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? The girl nodded and ran up.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. Ran all the way to the bottom floor.
God damn it! Where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated. And then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Oh no.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't. My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him in the incinerator. Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. Then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
When did the snake kid get there?
It's no use!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
The voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door.
What?
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat, emergency incineration.
You fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, alright? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Are you having fun yet, guys?
It's okay? You hear me?
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door.
Yeah,
Red
yeah, it
crying
was.
himself. He could
This is
only
supposed to be
stare.
over in an hour.
This
Here we
clutch
are.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's There's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane?
Yeah, there wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened.
She had white hair and 3 baby dragons on her. I don't know how it happened.
Tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. And there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his butt, finally he reached it. He fell to his knees, and then...
There it is. I was like, did the game freeze?
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me.
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki.
But that's...
You were there that day, weren't you? The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
No, hi.
Yes, it was. You are correct, Detective. Don't
Oh, I was talking to
misunderstand.
You're blind, you won't see this.
I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! I told you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you. Alright, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. But I didn't know he was Santa. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such,
Hardware can be great, but if the software can't process it...
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
There's still a lot.
He's gonna be my brother-in-law?
A lot.
I don't want
But
that.
there's one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Come on, man, what kind of...
Hey, go easy.
Well, if he is, the 3 murders make sense then, don't they? Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, so why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonori Project. Kubota, the person, Nijisaki,
The experimenter, the assistant,
Musashido.
the financier.
This was all just revenge? Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his
The money, the
sister.
hands, and the brain.
No, I don't think so.
Now all that's left is the heart.
If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be. I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes,
Yep,
Right.
the next target will be Gintaro Hongo.
the person
And
who
we're all
killed
just
the
going to
Nonori
let it
Project.
happen. Oh, yeah.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Ace.
I'm planning to come in right... I'm planning to wait by the door till after I hear the gunshot and then just go, oh no!
Oh no, were we too late?
Help!
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on.
Now that we've wasted a whole 3 hours in
I
the
know, like, we
1.5 hours that we had left.
It's like we can't walk and talk at the same time. That's verboten. Swipe this card. It's open. Hallelujah. I think it's cutscene from here on out.
I think the shaking stopped.
Oh dear God. Please be short scenes. Aaron, look.
It would seem so. You're right. Let's hurry.
This exit needs the Uranus card too. Hey,
Yeah, I know. All right. Okay, Neptune Key. Let's see if you work. Yes! I think it unlocked.
Incinerator!
Incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've
The
seen it from this side.
finish
but
underscore
yeah.
program.
Then there ought to be a
All
lever
right.
near the door.
Can you not save here at all OR?
Yeah.
I
right
mean,
here.
we can, but it's like all
Pull that from the
cutscenes in
back.
one very easy puzzle. This puzzle used to be really hard, and then it was
Let's go.
so hard people were complaining about it, so they nerfed it for the remake. Santa's on the floor. Akane's got a fever.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Santa.
Hey, where is it?
Where's the gun? I don't have it.
Sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Oh, we've seen this
Not
scene
the
before.
titties!
No titties!
Just what the hell do you think?
Save the
Maybe I ought to
titties.
say Gentaro Hongo.
You have me at a disadvantage. You know me. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
No matter. If you don't want to answer,
Good question.
it's
I
to me.
don't
This
really
is a waste of time.
rightly know.
Good question.
First is, give me your hand.
Woo!
8. And with this, 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game. I've had quite a time playing with you.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is. What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moment. Goodbye. Wait! What? Why isn't it opening? One more time. Now open! No! What is this? That digital root should be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Because it's a 6. It's not a 9. There we
Yeah!
go. That.
Hit him again. Hit him again. Harder. Harder. What's he gonna do? Press charges? He doesn't know who did it.
Just one punch ain't enough of this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces.
He can't
Suspect
identify you
can't
in
talk to
court.
him much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago?
Yeah, you finally figured it out,
The
dumbass.
underscore finish underscore program. Pop him. Pop him. Pop, pop, pop.
Indeed.
Ace, you killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
Oh.
I
right.
liked him.
All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with... You killed him without...
Yeah, you killed him by tricking him to go through the door.
In the nonary game, whoever
Because
had
you
the
wanted
number
his
9 to me,
bracelet.
you wanted to remove that too. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, he knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, you
used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know if how serious this nonary game was, if it was life and death or a harmless prank.
convinced him to break...
So you
That
killed
was
him to
why you
find
killed
out.
him. Next, it was Niji. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... Why?
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one... You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on whatever the reason, and before he tries any? That was when you decided you had... The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number, and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you...
Does that mean Nijisaki also had a bracelet?
Probably.
And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new.
Crushing blow to the balls.
Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well...
Last but not least, when Clover and I were investigating the chart, do you remember what you...
Oh, a pocket watch.
I handed it to you. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle. Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe. One blow was all it took, and then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei.
I had no reason to say no. When we stepped inside, remember, you pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat, but that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan.
There had too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it down all around you.
You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do? Ace, Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it.
Because of this.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
It's what he found in the safe.
Let's see. Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
Why would a camera record a door?
So you look into the camera and repent.
Because
Once
somebody
you've confessed everything,
turned
I
it.
will release you from this. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please, Zero.
When I awoke in that room I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on...
You meant to kill him from the beginning, then? Musashido.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just... I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused.
He said they were
and
probably
disoriented when I encountered him.
under sedation before they found each other.
Yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace, you figured it out. You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem.
This caffeine withdrawal headache is killing me.
Everywhere I went, everything was already...
You want me to get
The rails
you?
in the large hospital room were dismantled. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. Yes.
Is it really that simple? A simple trap?
Fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
This is pretty complicated for a trap to kill 3
Zero
people.
was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki. My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh? Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
Shock!
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
Double shock!
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
It was Akane.
If you're not... Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game.
Revenge is a fun side product. I get to sell for pure profit.
To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw... What? What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki? Oh, my head. My head. It feels like it's gonna pop.
7! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode.
Quick, put it between my boobs.
What was... I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time.
_finish_Krogan. Almost like it was a big clue, then she disappeared in that other ending.
It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were 2 separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed in the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in 2, like an upside-down Y.
So string theory time.
Pretty much.
String theory.
River flows from the top to the bottom. Single forms 2 branches. It flows in one direction. can never flow the other way.
Information's the same way.
It never flows backwards. That's why people at a river source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But people downstream will never know about the other one either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I'm different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though people on the other fork know nothing about the other. Now, who am I? I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0, not yet. Perhaps you could say I'm less than 0?
Whoa.
0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. Where did she go? June? No, Akane? Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover... Oh, shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Oh, Santa, no!
Yes, he picked it up while we weren't watching.
The
Looks
night
like he's turned the
Santa
tables.
went crazy. The night Saint Nick went insane.
_finish_Krogan. Santa's got a gun.
Do 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 do.
Wonder how he likes it. Sure, it isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks drained. Guess he's not going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through the door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get the
Through with
words...
just 2 people.
I tell you, I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us?
What the hell does it even mean?
Shit, there.
Realized he was getting the raw deal.
Now the gate's shut. It looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me.
At least 7 seems to be okay. There's no harm in trying. The door will not open.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
You mean we're trapped?
So it would...
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we have to do something. Maybe we can still get out through this door 9, but there's a red.
We can do this, we just... No, it's not going to work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door.
That equals 8.
Can I...
Sure, I don't think I'm going to need them ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations. A lot of them. She doesn't look very happy. No need to be ripping pages out like that.
What are you doing,
Jeez.
Clover? Give me that!
Alright, someone got it away from her. Maybe we can take a look at what she's writing. Let's see.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 equals 18.
What? And there's no other way?
Lotus. She figured it out, though. This is just too cruel.
Go.
I love you, Lotus.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn
I
it, you
love her
idiot!
so much.
With the titties.
Where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected about as much as I did.
If you're not...
Titties!
Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Dad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
I sorta ship it.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
They're disasters.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace. I couldn't,
But what about the O bracelet?
but I was able to guess what he was attempting.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital root should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Okay, so where's the
Just
sixth
to see.
bracelet?
Why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that...
Is what I said.
You were right.
It ain't open.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
We can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are too high. There's no way we could get to that hole 7 popped out of 8. All we can do is stand and stare at the door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end.
I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him.
Forget it, you fucked.
Through the morphic field set we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. I am thou, thou art I.
Tremendous noise like a clap of thunder. There was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him and we became one. Instead of Junpei, somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was in the present and the other one was in the future. Maybe you can think of it as 2 movies playing at the same time on the same screen. Eventually, it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. If I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That's why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
That's my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the hospital room. Can you guess which one is Lotus's kid?
Huh. Yeah.
Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got into a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home! I want to go home! The other girl slapped the crying girl and glared at her. It's been 2 hours since the non-hurry game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 7 years earlier. Later we would call him Snake.
Hello?
9 years, but yeah.
Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, so we gathered around
a little
him.
sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
9!
Clover is either a nickname she really likes or she's used it twice. It's her actual name.
Huh.
He's pulled something out of his pocket. 9 4-leaf
I was going
clovers.
to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover.
Except for Santa.
For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust?
I feel like you got those lines backward, bud.
Those words are leaf words. So if you believe
Those
what I
words
told
are
you,
leaf
and you
words.
understand,
Thief
then I
words.
want you each to have one of these.
He gave a clover to each of us, and I took one too.
Now, don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
He finished the tension of only a few minutes before it was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer, and we opened till we got to the furnace. I'm very gassy, I'm sorry. So, all of the kids were in the furnace.
Mm-hmm.
Found ourselves in a room with a ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. This room only had the number 9.
But this time, it was the only one.
Right. There's only one door there. I mean, only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already...
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please
I like how it says Akane Vision in the upper right.
What did that thing... That didn't sound good.
My brother always swallowed hard and answered.
This room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start.
Help me!
I don't like the angle that they use for that, because it looks like it's on the floor.
Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then...
Man that looked like a bear.
Yep, 7 shows up. Came out on the other side. Stairs. I pulled ahead of them. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well, but I didn't stop.
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
Oh no.
I knew I had it with me when we passed through the vents. Had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me. I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think. I simply moved. Somebody's got Dane Bramage. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected all of the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I ran back down, moved as quietly as I could. Finally, I reached the bottom deck, ran to the hallway. There it is! Just left it where I thought it would be. I picked it up and... a man stepped out. Hongo.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
We must continue the
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1, 2, 3 steps. Then I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
Said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
Stop! Let go of me!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to not take me to a secondary location.
It's always the secondary location.
I was only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
Let's nail him in his junk. He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Somebody help me!
Suddenly, the door on the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake. Akane! He called my name again as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
But then...
You're too late, idiot!
He threw me into the incinerator. And then I fell. And it hurt a lot. Cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Turned away and walked to the red and sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. Waved them both over the scanner panel. The asterisks appeared on the red. Tossed the bracelets carelessly to the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later... the 2 other doors slid shut as well. I hear someone pounding on the door.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door, a worried, frightened voice. My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
It all, when it started again.
Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Holy shit. Man, I knew what I was gonna say, but that was one hell of a creepy voice.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell?
Oh, we're back in Jumpy Vision.
Hell!
Yes.
What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
I love you, Lotus.
I'm sorry,
Booby
Lotus, but
says
we
a
really
point.
don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration 17.
you know what that means, right? What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7. Figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait, the floor. It's moving! You never leave homeschool.
What the hell is that?
The resources just get longer.
What is that?
What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose out of it. It looked like a computer, kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about that machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and I forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. I could see the screen as a reflection of my own face. I'm kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy. I'm just starting to snap.
Jumpy's inner monologue just changed into Cotton Eye Joe.
Can it be okay? Go. I wish that thing would just shut up. Oh my god, I wish this thing would shut up. Why is it every time I get to the end of this game I can no longer appreciate it? We're all tense, Leah. It doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll...
Huh. Well, at least it's there now.
Yep.
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered around with a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8. Oh, so on the Nintendo DS version, the puzzle is not timed. Okay.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
It's a goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in
13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. Numbers and letters!
Okay, so...
Yeah, I know.
That connection Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone.
So the seconds ticked by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured down them. Then I heard a voice.
What are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. I pressed against the window and the entry was a face, a frightening evil face. It was Hongo. Yeah, that's gonna help the child solve the murder puzzle.
Oh, don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
Really? But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and stared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself A terrible person. That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty, you see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
God damn.
Haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man. If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
Looked down at my left hand. 5. I ran to the door with a 9 on it. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
What?
Now start the experiment.
That's really racist! Really racist!
I don't know how!
Holy
Of
shit,
course you
dude!
don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
His line about being surrounded by monkeys is when Lotus explained what prosopagnosia was. She said she doesn't know what people look like to people who suffer from it, but she imagines it must be like looking like at monkeys to us. Like you can't really tell the difference. I was crying, great gulping sobs broken by hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device.
I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
That was... What was I gonna do? I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts. All I could think of was how I was going to die.
Knees weak, palms sweaty,
Bloody
mom's
hot,
spaghetti.
so hot. Couldn't breathe. Felt dizzy.
Mom's spaghetti.
Whoop, there goes gravity. I reached into my pocket and wrapped my hand around the thing I came to get, the doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand, but I think Clover and Snake have an idea. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake might have figured it out. It doesn't matter.
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck,
Did something break her connection? I swear I just heard her.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room. But I'd heard it, like he was right here. I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her! She's there! Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in the incinerator right now?
I don't know why he didn't read that.
How did you know?
I couldn't believe he already knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
It's quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator. And I do. I get everything now. I understand what all this means. I know what the non-hurry game is. Jumpy, this isn't the time! I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god, this is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is. Zero is. Akane is.
I is. They is.
She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself by doing this.
Oh, she's trying to save herself right now.
That means there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
When the epiphany and the danger coincide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, alright? I promise I'll get you out of there.
God, nag, nag, nag!
I promise. So don't worry, alright? Just give me a few minutes.
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. It felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him!
Oh, Lord.
Oh my god. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way!
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing.
I'm gonna do this all.
Oh man, I don't know, Aaron. This puzzle, I know they tried to fix it to make it less complicated, but I just don't know.
It's just password.
You're ruining the joke.
Oh.
Yeah, fucking thanks.
Sorry. Huh.
Thanks.
Alright, fine. 9.
N-E-I...
The underscore finish underscore Krogan. More like sass word.
More like sass word.
Nine.
Yes, that's it. Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did, and now I just have to press enter.
Then what the hell are you waiting for?
Okay,
Pressing! I pressed my finger!
Lord.
Press it with a different one! Right.
Incineration system has been disabled.
Jumpy! It worked! It worked!
The underscore finish underscore Krogan. There isn't an enter key.
Yep. Very different sort of tears. My wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief rolled down my body at the same time. What strength I had disappeared. Still Kane. I'm alive. I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Don't time to be thinking about that kind of
Akane,
shit. I've got to tell
sorry,
them.
but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now.
No, you hang up! I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo left behind.
Now.
Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Are you...
Okay.
Ah, shut it.
So maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. Because I haven't pressed the enter key yet.
Nobody's holding back now. Here it goes. I broke my finger.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
Oh no!
Maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Hit it again and again and again. That's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. Why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after that puzzle meant. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Uh-huh. Door 9. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number!
Exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. We just have to put the right number in the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Shit, oh 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 shit, 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 fuck, shit! Fuck, shit, stack!
Verify your numbers on the red.
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
I can hear Neil screaming from here.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Jesus Christ. Oh, thank fucking Christ.
I live in Spain, without the S.
Hurry! You only got 9 seconds before the door closes! Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it!
Move, 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 move!
You're all through, move it,
Go,
Junpei!
go, 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 go! Go, 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 move, move, move!
There goes the door. You're not done. Now we can done. Please, God.
Shit. Looks like...
Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are out of energy. Snake is shaking his head. I want to take a nap.
Akane!
Nothing.
Meanwhile, in Akane Vision...
The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Akane!
Aoi is a hard one to say.
It is.
I buried my face into his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried and cried.
Jesus, how long is this?
We gotta be almost done! Felt like a miracle! But I couldn't! My bracelets have begun the countdown of death. I deactivated. Uh-huh.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oh. Now we're back to Junpei.
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
Titties are moving at an alarming
Oh
rate.
my goodness!
Yeah, all 5
Lotus is gonna...
numbers on the red. 2 plus
Lotus is
4
gonna knock
plus
her
5
shit out
plus 7
herself
plus
out
8
here.
is 26. That makes our digital root 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
And how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16,
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L
is 23. O is 20.
Yeah, and what comes after that?
Q.
26.
Right.
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase
The
Q.
underscore finish underscore
Yeah,
Krogan.
that's pretty much it.
These fucking people are having a polite conversation while running as fast as possible.
Exactly. And doing math at the same time.
I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q.
My god, my thighs are killing me.
I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. Oh, I'm in a lot of pain, guys!
I'm just too dummy thick.
Oh, damn, Clover.
Speaking of dummy thick.
She's a kid.
Sorry.
Every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest? No, I can't stop. Come on, legs. There's can't be that much more steps left.
Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel, like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds.
I kept making similes!
Underscore Krogan. Have any one of the writers ever run and spoken at the same time?
I don't think they've ever run.
And that was the end
Jesus,
of the
I
orgy.
could barely breathe. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Uh-huh. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Owie's. He gave me a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. We're safe! Doo-doo. No, wait. The song I can't sing much of, or it'll get us copyrighted. Yeah. It's the last cry echoed across the... Okay, stop it. You're gonna get us...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, if I mess it up enough, it won't
I
get
know.
copy striked.
That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. God, please let it be the end. This is a prologue. No! What happened in 9 years? How is this still going? Finally, air. I can't. It
The
won't.
underscore finish underscore
Uh-oh.
Krogan.
Uh-oh.
If that get DMCAD, I will burn Twitch personal. The underscore finish underscore Krogan. Lee.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
died.
Alright, well, we'll just use the keyboard then.
Damn, that sun is bright. You barely see anything. It doesn't look like... Wait, no way. You've got to be kidding.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
Nevada.
Guys, I got Ace's credit card. We're gonna go to Nevada. We're gonna go to Vegas, and we are going to own that place.
The mock experiment building.
This whole time we were in Building Q.
Dun dun dun. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Oh, right, our bracelets. I've never really had a good look at the underside of these things.
See what's
It's
inside you.
It's a little electronic chip like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing even looks like a detonator. It was never a detonator to begin with.
You really think Akane was gonna make her boy toy swallow a bomb?
Figures.
Akane.
She probably did put actual bombs in Ace and the other people she wanted to kill.
That's true, yeah. Huh.
Guess I must
Guess
be
it's
pretty crazy about
crazy.
that girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. Oh, there it goes. We did it.
And credits. Yes,
We're stuck watching these for the scene post-credit.
This post-credit scene. And here's all the things that happened and could have happened and didn't happen and may have happened. So, wait. So if Akane was having, like, all of the, fevers because...
Fevers!
What the actual fuck? They were in a Nevada bunker.
Yeah, they were in Building Q that Clover kept talking about. Remember how one group was in a bunker in Nevada and the other was on a sinking ship? Well, the ship sank, but they still had the bunker. So did any of you see that coming?
Not really.
Right?
And I kind of guess that
Akane is kind of fascinating
could have
to me
been Zero,
because
but
apparently the guy...
How the fuck did they get there?
They drove.
they were drugged and then they
were drugged
driven.
and they were driven, yeah. Santa has a lot of money. He's a stockbroker. He likes the stock.
He likes the stock and probably also a bunch of crypto.
Probably, yeah. The writer said he wanted to design Kane as Malice incarnate, and I don't think he succeeded there. But I kind of think it makes her more interesting.
Krogan. They were just in America.
Yep.
Really? Yeah. You don't look okay.
Before the end of elementary school, Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set. He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
_Finish_Krogan. How do you fill a warehouse with water?
Same way you fill anything else with water, 1 gallon at a time. Junpei grinned and... There's only one floor.
I told you you're not okay.
The _Finish_Krogan. No.
I kind of figured this ending would piss you off. I like it though.
Couldn't just stand there. I mean,
no.
I had to do something.
See, they drove there. It's even got the wood paneling.
The _Finish_Krogan. No.
For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in. Here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat.
Nope, not in never, no way.
I think they could waterproof a floor. Snake and Seven and I were all squeezed in the back seat back here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
This is so fun!
They let Clover drive.
This is so awesome! Driving is
It's a
so
Zombieland moment.
and there's no speed limit.
The fucking walls.
Yeah.
They're underground. It's fine.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, alright? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, alright?
So, why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Did they have a fake fucking sun?
They just put lights outside the windows, dude. Like a TV set.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we? Sure thing!
Oh, shit! God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Didn't think a car like this could even go this fast. Sure, we're throwing up a lot of dust.
Also, you don't want to go too fast, it'll burn up the engine.
When they left the boat, it was bright.
But it wasn't a boat.
_Finish_Krogan. Like a sun.
Yeah, because they went outside. They've been hiding in the bushes on the back of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. Ugh. When we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up at them furious.
What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, no. He jumped on them.
_Finish_Krogan. No, on the raft.
Okay, no, that was the ship back in...
Yeah, that was a ship in the
That
ocean.
was the ship the children escaped on.
That was 9 years ago.
I was saying the current group were stuck in Nevada.
The one's 9 years in the future.
The children escaped from a boat.
The _finish_Krogan. Lord.
I caught it and ran to the police station as fast as I could.
Officer, please, you have to come with me.
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling
You
lumps.
couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but... I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
Oh, you mean the bunnies.
Yeah, the
The
bunnies.
_finish_Krogan. Anime because anime.
Mm-hmm.
They
Yup.
asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Probably won't know any more than I do.
Well, I guess I should say Taro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary Project? Anybody? Any ideas?
The _finish_Krogan.
Why don't you ask him yourself?
I also because I have a bloodlust and wanted to hurt them.
Aww. I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just looked empty. No emotion. Looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Were you listening to us?
Everybody
Go ahead and try to
lived.
pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
Surely that excuses the triple homicide.
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field center, then perhaps I could see faces. By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes. If you want to put it simply. But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well.
Tie his feet to some chain and drag him.
You see, the human collective consciousness.
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
Alright, so what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Somebody's a little
Well, the
nosy.
next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own. I'd catch up when I finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Madrigorum, of the family Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soperu. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm. And we...
This is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. Junpei no longer cares about answers, just petty minor victories over his tormentors. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Shall we sing a song?
This is for you.
I'm partial to 99 bottles of beers on the wall.
What's this?
Or this is a song that gets on everybody's
This is,
nerves.
For you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm towards me. It's like the teddy bears from Sakura.
Yeah.
In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for
Nope,
you.
I misremembered.
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. You do know what a voodoo doll is used for.
If you want to die, I would advise singing 99 bottles of beer.
I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea then.
Why are you giving me
It would
this
just be
look?
Lotus holding the
It
gun.
just seems really sudden.
I
But
have
Santa still
two
had the gun.
children.
You know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
That sounds like an 8-year-old,
You
right?
sound like some sort of tribal
Sounds like
chief in a
Dipper.
bad movie.
Dipper sounded more like a 13-year-old than this guy sounds like an
Head of
8-year-old.
tribe.
Yeah, true.
This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this it me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
Aww.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying.
Jumpy, I'll never forget you, I promise.
Then she promptly forgot him.
No, she does
I'll
not.
never forget you either.
The _finish _Krogan. Is that a Soidaka?
The Soitica.
The sunset, and we watched the sunset, and we held hands while the sun set, and we were 8. Nine years ago, she died in the incinerator, but she's still alive now. How? Is it because I tapped her into the morphic field set and saved her? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how did I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it.
Yeah, that's why he was having the headaches.
Does that mean it's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait, maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way.
He's in on it?
He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there!
What?
Yeah.
Seven was in on it?
Maybe. I don't know. I'd like to think so.
Oh my.
Some Egyptian chick with flowers in her hair. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. Wouldn't be long before Junpei realized who she was.
Okay.
We did it! Don't forget your towel! That's really what it says. The achievement is don't forget your towel!
Don't forget to bring a towel!
Well, we've done it.
That's it?
That's
That's
it?
the end? And there's no other answers?
Well, we missed one scene, but I don't give a shit.
Krogan. You wanna get high?
Yeah!
Wanna get high?
You wanna get high? Maybe that's what the developers were saying. Look, if you didn't like the ending of our game, you could always just get high. Well, that's it.
Okay.
It's just looping.
Alright. Well, in
That's
that
it,
case,
guys.
Well,
Love it or hate it, I can't give you any more. You're gonna have questions, but I promise you they all have
The
answers.
_finish _Krogan. Pain.
I can hear you
Yes.
screaming it.
Finish _Krogan. Spain.
the pain in Spain lies mainly in the pain.
The _finish _Krogan. So much Spain.
Cry it out, buddy.
Oh boy. Well, thank you